Welcome. My name is Kevin Adams, and I'm the Director of Research, Evaluation, Assessment, and Accountability here in Bibb County. I'm here to tell you about Parent Portal, which is your access to our student information system known as Infinite Campus. We'll be giving you an overview of all that's available to you as a tool as a parent through Parent Portal, and so we're excited to have you here with us today. When you first log in, you should see the Message Center in your index on the left. This is an area where we're able to show you district announcements. As you can see, you also have an inbox. You can access this to see other messages. Another piece that will be located in the More area is the online registration. Note that if you click online registration, it will take you to a separate window where you can click here to go to existing student registration, or click here to go to new student registration. You would want to use this area to go to your existing student registration if you need to change address information, which also requires providing proof of residence. So anytime you move, this is where you'll want to go. Welcome to Parent Portal. One of the most important things that we'll have you do as part of our biannual update is to go into the online registration update. To do so, first click More. Once you click More, you'll see several opportunities. At this time, you'll choose the online registration. After clicking online registration, you'll have two choices. The choice that you'll want to make at this time is over here on the left, where it will say click here to go to existing student registration. After you click this button, a new screen will pop up, and towards the bottom over here there'll be a place to click Begin Registration. Upon doing so, you'll have the opportunity to update things like your address, emergency contacts, email, phone number, and other important items. Once submitted, the school enrollment office will approve all changes. When you click on the calendar on the left, you will see that it reflects the current month. You can look at assignments, schedule, or attendance on this calendar. Note that on some days there is a dot that will suggest an activity, or in this case, an assignment for that day. So we click on Tuesday, March the 16th. We will see that there is a Unit 3 District Unit Assessment for Language Arts in 8th grade. If we switch to the schedule, we can see a schedule of what courses this student has along with the teachers. At the top, we also see that this student on that day was scheduled to be learning virtually. We could also click on attendance to see the attendance records for that day. You'll see there is no attendance events for that particular day, and if you look at this calendar, you do not see a dot indicating an attendance event for any of the days this year, or this month. You can use the screen on the left to look at different months during the school year. When clicking on Assignments, this will show all assignments for all courses. At the top, you'll see that there is a Missing and Current Term portion that will allow you to narrow the focus to those particular items. So by clicking on Current Term, it will go to those that are just related to the current term. If we click on Missing, it will list those that are missing. In this case, we see none. The gray area on the right is where you can click to provide more detail for that particular assignment. As you scroll up or down, you can see the rest of the courses and any additional information. You also see that there are comments that may be offered by the teacher. When clicking on grades, you'll find what may be of the most interest to many parents and students. We can now look at the course grades for each of the courses. Note at the top that you can look at all terms or the individual terms. In this case, the first semester and second semester are available. If we wanted to collapse any course, we can click this minus and it will collapse that course so that we don't see the level of detail. But we can also scroll down to see additional courses. Note that there are updates for the progress that has been posted at that point in the term, but there is also, in this case, a semester average where you'll see the in-progress notation. When looking at an in-progress grade, we can click to see more detail. Note that now we see the individual categories of the grade, in this case assessments during learning making up 50%, assessments of learning making up 40%, and homework making up 10%. For any one of those, we can click on the plus to determine what those assignments are, and as we look here, we can see the comments that may have been added to any one of those assignments. And once again, we can click on a particular assignment to see even more detail about that particular assignment. There is course information provided at the top if you'd like to know how to get in touch with the teacher. In some classes, you will also see the upcoming assignments if those have been entered in advance. We can also extend the rest of the categories as desired to see additional comments that may be made for those assignments. As you scroll down, you can see the other course grades. In the settings, you're also able to indicate how you would like to be notified. Those settings will not be in this particular area. This is an area where you can hide particular components. We will take a further look at how you can set up your personal settings in another area of the parent portal. When we click on Gradebook Updates, this will provide us the most recent updates for all courses. If you have not kept up with grades recently and would like to see what has happened in the past couple of weeks, this is a great location to see that all at once for all courses. As with previous screens, you can click on an individual assignment to see more details about that assignment, including what class and any teacher comments. When we click on attendance, you'll see that it shows the courses along with when a student was absent or tardy. At the top, we can toggle from one term to another to see those attendance results. Please note that the total here will reflect the total number of absences by period as opposed to the total number of absences for the day. When you click on Documents, it will open a screen that shows the respective progress reports and report cards for the current school year. While we often will look at grades for the in-progress grades, there may be times when you wish to come to Documents and see the individual progress reports and report cards that have been posted to the portal. If you click on an individual report, it will open in a separate screen. It may take a moment, but it will pop up and show you that student's report. You can make this bigger to see, but you can also use a print function or save it to your files. One area of Infinite Campus Parent Portal that you want to be familiar with is how to change your settings. If you click on the person in the top right and then click on Settings, you'll see a menu for settings. The ones we'll focus on for right now are your notification settings. This is how you can tell your device what you would like to be alerted to. Most of you will want to have that when an assignment is scored, or when a grade is updated, or when an attendance is updated, selected so that you get a notification accordingly. When you click on More, you'll see a menu of quite a few options that will be of interest to you. One that I'd like to highlight now is the address information. While I won't click here to protect the privacy of the account I'm in, if you click address information, you'll see an opportunity to update your current phone number and to verify that your address is correct. The update of the phone number allows you to make changes to that phone number as needed. You'll also see there's some other areas that may be of interest to you. Assessments, where you can see your child's state assessment results. Behavior, if your child has any behavior incidents, they'll be reflected here. Family information, which will show what family is associated with this account, useful to make sure that that is current and accurate. And others that are of interest to many of our users. You are strongly encouraged to download the Parent Portal app onto your cell phone so that you can set up your settings in order to receive notifications right there in the palm of your hand about your child's attendance and grades. This tool can prove to be quite useful in making sure that you monitor your students' performance and that it meets your expectations. Thank you so much for partnering with the Bibb County School District.